What would you suggest to someone who doesn't know how to meditate, has never meditated before, is not into meditating, or just doesn't want to do it, but they have, and let's talk about the back, because that's usually the place where most people have pain. It's either the upper back or the lower back. But what would your suggestion or your advice be to someone who has, let's say, upper back pain?
Upper back pain. So upper back pain is the communication stuff from the brain to the neck and to the shoulder, the gears, right? Like this movement. You talk about upper back, usually the information registered inside body cannot be expressed through the hands or through the vocal communication. So this stuff, pain is a signal. In the traditional definition, we call discomfort or unease or disharmony or imbalance, right?
Yes.
But underlying is a different issues, because without pain, we don't know the body had the experience.
Right, the body's saying, do something,
Yeah.
get your act together now.
Yeah. So in the meantime, the pain is a particular sensation. We talk about the next level of the pain, lower than pain is called the numbness, right? Excitement, joy, happiness, pain, numbness, finally nothingness, right? There's no sensation. There's no physical senses, okay? So when you talk about the pain, so if you want to understand what's happening to the person, what's the underlying issue?
Right.
We cannot get rid of anything. It's just like day-to-day situation. So when you talk about, okay, there's a thunderstorm, okay? There's earthquake, it's so painful. Can't get rid of it. That's my direct answer to you. How can you ease the pain? Okay, you have to make him peace with that section of the body first. You cannot just get rid of it, deny it, or alienate it. The body tells you something, pay attention to it.
Right.
Right?
And don't ignore it with drugs.
Thank you. Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So having said that and laughing at myself, the first time that I had a pain episode and I knew there was a message with it, and I won't go into all that right in the 5 minutes now, but I remember Master Tao saying to me, and I said, oh, I couldn't deal with it anymore. I went to emergency and took some meds. What? You can't do that? You can't do that. You have to work through it. But for the people who aren't ready to work through it, what would you suggest they do?
There are so many practitioners, right? From hands-on touch to surgical procedure to the painkillers and whatever. So in that moment, what's the best for you? And what's the connection with the people? Because there are 25% of people in the world are dealing with one way or another health related, either practitioner or patients, right?
Right.
That's part of the world. And on my side is that what's happening underneath.
Right, so when you're getting whatever you're getting done, are you thinking about why it's there in the first place?
It's the same thing you ask me, okay? I'm not happy, okay? Can you give me a pill?
Right.
Okay? Cure me my unhappiness.
Right. And of course the pill is only temporary.
Yes. It'll be a nausea pain, the pill is not right. When pill is used for the right moment, it does the same on a cognitive level. That's how it be defined through man-made evolution. Every pain has its own corresponding medications.
Right.
They're working together.
Right, but you can't do that and then not think that it's going to go away.
Yeah.
Think it's going to go away and not try to contemplate on what happened, how you got there in the first place.
To me, we're using this moment, what is the energy, and from energy, after the energy, what is the pain? I think as a human being, the simplest and the worst severe pain is the pain we call lovesick.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think almost everybody would agree with that.
That's what's the pain.
Because it's, there's a psychological tie to that, to every pain, but that's really mostly psychological.
Thank you. That's my bottom line. For all the pain, it's so painful to fall in love. It's so painful to live with the person you love it. It's so painful to watch the love the person die or departure, right?
Yeah.
So to me, relation, energy, and pain is the best and the worst thing in the world. But how could you free from that?
Right. You have to do the homework, the inner homework.
Yeah. Why? For some people, you walk on the street, you don't feel like alienated. You have no reference. Why? Some people, it just turn on the ignition of the love and become nuclear bomb and the worst disaster in the world. It's the worst than disaster treatment. That pain from the heart. Why? Why is it so? Is that painful?
Well, I mean, are you asking me?
I know.
I mean, nobody wants to hear about how the ego plays the major role in that, but it does. But that doesn't matter when you're feeling that pain.
Yeah,
right?
it's the same thing. You working a new job, you learn something new. You're going through its own required pain because the body is not designed so. The body has not equipped, the body is not adjusted, going through the painful state, right? It's all the labor of love.
Growing pain.
Yeah, growing pain. Yeah. Growing pain. Growing.
Yes.
Groin.
No, G-R-O-W.
Okay, because the lower part of the
Well,
body.
I mean, that's a
the
different,
basement.
but that's a possibility
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
It could be both, right?
Yeah, if the basement's not working,
Depending on
nothing's
what the
working.
work is.
Right. If the basement's not working, nothing's working.
Well, that's true.
Yes. So, thank you so much for this topic.
Okay. So next time, I don't know, I have no idea what the topic is gonna be, but it'll be good, I promise that. And thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
And thank you, Master Tao.
Thank you.